So let me give you just a few words about positive psychology since it might be something new. Okay, so when applied psychology began emerging as a unique field around World War II, it had three distinct explicit aims. The first one was curing mental illness, absolutely, essentially important. The second one was making the lives of all people productive and fulfilling, everybody, not just those suffering from mental illness. And three, identifying and nurturing high talent. What are you as an individual particularly good at? And is there a way that you can make use of your skills in your personal and professional life? However, over time, and really rightfully so, number one, curing mental illness absolutely became the priority of psychologists. Okay, and this makes perfect sense. People who have mental illness are definitely suffering, and the people around them are being challenged as well. However, according to some, there was a big aspect of the human experience that was being ignored or marginalized by psychologists. What makes life good? What makes life meaningful, engaging, happy? Okay, so in 1990, Marty Seligman, who's a very well-known clinical psychologist, became president of the American Psychological Association, and he said, well, you know what, my mission as president is going to be to reprioritize points 2 and 3 above. Right? We want to figure out, we don't want to stop studying mental illness. Of course, that remains a high priority. However, we should also be thinking about what makes life really good. And for all those people out there who are not necessarily suffering from mental illness, but not loving life either, is there something psychology can say and do for those folks? So a result of this, through a lot of funding and research interests from a wide variety of academic psychologists, was positive psychology. So now there's lots of research out there on happiness and well-being. A good number of universities offer courses in these topics, and it's really becoming pretty mainstream. Okay, so if we want to think about what positive psychologists might care about, we think about the goal of encouraging the state of flourishing. So imagine we have this continuum here, where on the left side we have people who are depressed, who are really down in that negative end of the scale. And then we have people in the middle who are just kind of okay. And then we have people on the right side who are doing really, really well. See, a goal of, I don't like this term, but some have said negative psychology, is to get people who are depressed to be an okay, which is super important, don't get me wrong. However, a goal of positive psychology might be to get people who are doing okay, they might be like a 1 or a 2 on this scale, up into the higher regions of it, doing really well, enjoying their life, experiencing meaning and purpose and happiness in their everyday existence. Even more radically, can we get people who are depressed up into those higher regions, not just doing okay, but actually really happy and enjoying their lives? Okay, so these are the kinds of questions that positive psychologists ask.